Hi folks, my name's Darren and welcome back to another episode of Does It Bass? Now I have here in front of me the Electro-Harmonix Micro Synth. And this is the Electro-Harmonix Bass Micro Synth. This, in the UK, costs anywhere between £20 and £40 more than this. Now why is that? It's just the bass version of it. What's different? Well, I haven't actually got a bass micro synth here to test or to put up against this one. But for the sake of saving everyone a little bit of money, I'm going to find out, does the non-bass version of the Electro-Harmonix Micro Synth bass? Now, before we get started, yes, I'm in my pyjama bottoms. I'm not going to apologise for that. I like to be comfortable, and I've had a bit of a day. Just a bit. So as I said in one of my previous videos, Electro-Harmonix are one of the few companies that do provide bass versions of their pedals. Now, not all pedals, but a lot of them have got a bass variant. Now, when you look at the controls of the bass micro synth compared to this one, there doesn't seem to be an awful lot of difference in the interface. So I'm going to put this micro synth through its paces and see if I can get it to bass. Before we get started, here's a demo track that I wrote and recorded earlier on, but unfortunately this one isn't very rock-esque. Here we go. Okay, headphones on, it's late at night, let's get to it. So as we know, this is Electro-Harmonix Micro Synth. Here are the settings that are used for the demo. Clean sound is this. And here's with it on. Cool. So far it's doing alright. But I will say from the off that I am cheating a little bit. When I was testing out this pedal previously, trying to get up all the tones of the demo, I found that it didn't really like any frequencies between 4 and 500k or below. Obviously I'm assuming that's where the bass variant comes in. So what I've actually done is this. On the Line 6 Helix I've got a split crossover. I've used a split crossover so that anything over 500 Hz goes to the micro synth. Anything under that stays on a clean path. Both paths merge back in together in parallel, running into an Ampeg SVT4 Pro and Ep.10 model on the Line 6 Helix, straight into Logic. So you will hear a little bit of that clean sound coming under it. So as you can hear, it doesn't really like those sort of notes. But there. So what I've done to compensate for that is I've put the sub octave up pretty much all the way on that one. And the normal octave is up almost all the way just to compensate. Cool. And I also did find that when you play with a little bit less attack, you can sort of get it, not to clean up, but to give it a little bit less of the whomp. I don't know how else to describe it. Let's play with some knobs. Cool, so I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll start with everything in the middle. Now I'll tell you what I will do, actually. So I've taken the split crossover off, so now everything is going through the micro synth. see when I hit that E note, it took a while to come through. So I'll take the attack decay down, turn the trigger down a little bit. So again, a bit more there. The attack decay basically, lets the attack ease in a little bit. If I put the trigger up, bring the attack decay all the way down. Let's bring that trigger down a bit. So as you can hear, we're not really getting too much of a synthy sound. It's because we haven't really done anything with these. Now, start frequency is the frequency at which it starts and then stops, just like the filter sweep on it. So as a matter of fact, it is called filter sweep. So if I put the start frequency down low and the stop frequency up a bit high, yeah, I like that one. Let's bring the resonance down a bit and the rate down. Trigger down a bit, turn the rate up. So what I'm going to do is actually use these settings and stay down here, use the low B as well. Yeah, it doesn't like those frequencies or those low notes, so what I'll do, I'll bring the sub-octave, normal octave up a bit, and I'll add a bit of square, actually stick the square wave out to see what that does. Yeah, it doesn't like those, see, does it? So let's put the square wave up. Yeah, I think that's where I live, round about there. Cool. So let's do it the other way around. So at the start frequency there. Yeah, you wouldn't be doing that in real life. So yeah, I mean, it works, but let's think about this for a second. Where does a bass live? There. Maybe not necessarily there, but there at least. So generally, there the bass would live. It doesn't like those frequencies, it doesn't like those notes. When you go up to the top, however, it doesn't mind those. It likes them. I think it's because it's maybe at a slightly higher register, different EQ, different frequencies. So, all in all, the Electro-Harmonix Micro Synth. Does it bass? No, it doesn't. That's obviously why there is a bass variant about it. And I did speak with one of my friends, Matthew Emiradona, who is more of an effects junkie than I am, who's got the bass variant, and he's actually played with the bass variant and this one. And he says there is a different component-wise, and the bass version does work better with those low notes and those low frequencies, whereas this one clearly does not. Obviously in the demo track I was further up the neck, but I had to. I tried playing that same thing further down the neck, it just did not work. It wasn't clear, it just sounded messy. But again, that's why there is a bass variant of this particular pedal. So for bass players, in terms of saving you a little bit of money, maybe going for this instead of the bass version, which as I said can be anything from £20 to £40 more expensive brand new, but it doesn't bass. Sorry guys. Now I have got a Source Audio C4 in my rack, which I do use for all my synth sounds, and I program everything on the computer. That does not have the same problem that this does. Then again, this is all analog, the C4 is digital. Not sure if that makes much of a difference, but it obviously does because it works a lot better. Now that's not saying that this isn't actually a good pedal. I did have a play around on the guitar, but I didn't actually record myself playing anything on the guitar with it. And it works great. It's got those synth sounds. On the lower notes it's fine, on the higher notes it's brilliant. It really works well on guitar. So if you're after something for the guitar that does that synthy sort of sound, this would be great for the guitar. But for bass, no, it's not. But if you did want to purchase one of these for the guitar, there's an Amazon and eBay link down below to Cadno Music's eBay and Amazon pages where you can actually buy one of these. So I am afraid it's a win for the guitarists on this one. But hey, it's a fun pedal. It works to an extent, which I think we demonstrated, and we'll see where we go from here. If you have enjoyed this video and anything else that I have done up until this point, make sure you press that subscribe button and the bell icon to get notified when I do more videos. Next week I should have 2 offerings for you. I'll be demoing another Electro-Harmonix pedal for bass, and also providing all the parts arrive in time. I'll also be documenting building an interface to go in the back of the Helix, just to help with cabling and stuff for live purposes, because it gets pretty dark behind there, and it's quite deep. If you want to donate anything to the channel and leave me a little tip for a nice cup of coffee, then please consider donating to my Buy Me a Coffee account. Link is in the description. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below when using the non-bass variant of the Micro Synth for bass. Do you think it worked? Am I doing anything wrong? Have I done anything to my settings, to the EQ, to the frequency split that would mean that it should work but it doesn't? Let me know. I'm here to learn. That's it from me guys. Thanks very much for sticking around.